Hello everyone, today I'm gonna talk about Timemore's new electric grinder Sculptor 64. I have been using Timemore products for more than 3 and 4 years. You may have heard about Timemore from their hand grinders and the scales, but a new electric grinder, this is news. They recently hit more than $6.5 million in the Kickstarter campaign with the Sculptor series, and now we will find out whether it's worth it or not. What is so special about the Sculptor series? Why is the hype? Timemore packed a few high-end features in this affordable electric hand grinder. First of them is a brushless motor. Using a brushless motor, typically an expensive option in this price range, but Timemore did it. And it works smoothly with reduced noise levels, and brushless motors typically have longer lifespan compared to traditional motors, which is a good feature for the end users. We will see how durable the Timemore Sculptor will be, but a brushless motor is really a great thing for the end users. Secondly, this grinder has an adjustable RPM feature. You may say it impacts the grinding quality or not, I cannot prove it, but an adjustable RPM gives you the flexibility with your beans. And combined with the brushless motor, I haven't had any stalling issues up to now. You can set the grinding speed between 800 and 1200 RPMs, and Timemore recommends you to operate at above 1000 RPMs with light roast in order not to have any stalling issues. Timemore also introduced a new feature with this electric grinder. You can remove the fines and the chops collected at the outlet of the grinder by just rotating this rotary knocking feature. This collects all the fines and the chops here, and you can just remove it by using this rotary knocker. Some like it, some don't, but I really like it because it gives you a better operation and a better workflow. Material quality and the build quality. What I can say about in this price range, this is amazing. It almost uses all metal parts except the lid, the hopper and the back cover. Besides, it's all metal, and it also has a matte white finish, and it also has a solid base. What I can say about the material quality of this grinder is really well built, and it has a premium look. What's in the heart of these grinders? Timemore Sculptor series uses flat burrs, and Sculptor 64 uses a 64mm Turbo Burr designed by Timemore Grinding Labs. Particle distribution. I tested this grinder by using Kruve sifters, and almost 65 to 70% of the coffee particles are in between 500 to 1100 microns, which is suitable for the pour-over operation, and almost 10% of the particles are below 500 microns. This is similar to the high-end hand grinders that I used and tested before. Can you use 64 with espresso? The answer is no. You cannot use Timemore Sculptor 64 for espresso. Maybe you can use with the pressurized baskets, but if you have a commercial espresso machine, you cannot use it for espresso. It will not give you the enough range or any room for calibration. Sculptor series really operates at reduced noise levels, and in my tests at idle speed, this grinder operates at around 45 decibels. And during the operation, during grinding, when you adjust the grinding speed, it can reach up to 65 to 70 decibels, which we can call silent for such a grinder. Let's talk about the test profile now. As I always say, every grinder has a different test profile, and Sculptor is not an exception here. And the test is subjective, right? It's about what you like and what you don't like. I tried to compare it with the high-end hand grinders like Comandante, like espresso, K Ultra, and in my tests, this grinder highlights the clarity in the cup and also the perceived acidity. So those are good characteristics for me if you like light roasted specialty coffees. If you like the sweetness, Comandante may provide you a bit more sweetness, K Ultra may provide you a bit more body, but with this grinder, I really like the clarity and the acidity in the cup and the flavor balance. One thing I realized about this grinder is, I don't know whether it is due to the less fines produced or the particle distribution created by the Turbo Burrs, it's not as forgiving as the hand grinders. You need to extract well enough to get a balanced cup with this grinder. Otherwise your cups may be hollow. So you just need to change your brewing parameters to get the best extraction from this grinder. I also got a few questions on the retention. It's a single dose grinder and the retention is almost zero. I mean, per my experience, it's like 0.1 grams of coffee. If you use the fines collector here, it's almost zero again. And I opened up the grinder after grinding a few kilograms of coffee and it was in line with my experience. It was almost clean. Is everything great about this grinder? No, nothing is perfect, right? Let's talk about the disadvantages or the improvement areas. The first thing is, as you can see, the hopper is a bit small. I mean, it's a good single dose size, but it could be 35-40 grams. In this area, sometimes a few beans got stuck and cannot go through the burr area. This is something you just need to check after grinding. On the other reviews, I saw that 64 has an uncoated catcher cup, but seems like Timemore improved that one and added a coating. This dramatically reduces the static. Regarding deep cleaning, I wish it was a bit easier. If you have the right tools, it's easier, but if you do not, there are a few screws here that you need to use a few tools to remove the burr and make a deep cleaning. I don't know, maybe Timemore didn't want us to remove the burr completely. I just removed it and cleaned. There is almost zero retention, but you may wanna clean it after a few kilograms of usage. Who is this grinder for? If you do not have any grinders at home and if you got this from the Kickstarter price, it's a bargain. You will not regret it. At this price range, a brushless motor, silent operation, single dose, such materials and an adjustable RPM, it's really a bargain and you will not regret it. Maybe you don't like to grind with the hand grinder for a few minutes for a cup of coffee, then this will also do great for you. I also like the test profile of this grinder, and at this price range I really cannot regret for this grinder. But if you are an espresso person, do not buy it. Go for the 64S or 78S or other grinders in the market. But if you are a pour-over lover or a filter cup lover, then this will work for most of the people at home. Thank you for watching the video and please press the like button and subscribe to the channel to support me and ask your questions and I will try to respond all of them. Thank you.